the average listener is a fucking idiot for sure. I'm not trying to shit on the casual fans and shit like that. I'm just saying the average listener is just skimming through music. They don't want to pick up references, messages, themes, because Sonia is really, if you listen to it from top to bottom, you're not going to get everything in the first listen for sure. You have to listen to it at least 9 times.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil lay inside your box now while the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Serbs, back in the motherfucking place to be. La America Superior, Palace 81 Studios, live in effect. I am fucking recovering from being sick. I got the vid again, the COVID 2.0. But before we get any further, this is episode 75. Yes. This might be called the COVID 2.0 or the gold standard. Why is it called the COVID 2.0? Well, basically, I was doing a show. So it's been like a week and 2 days since I got my first symptoms or whatever. So I guess that's where you're supposed to go by. In my opinion, you should really go by when you got positive, because the funny shit was Sunday was the first, my first symptoms, but I didn't actually test positive until Tuesday. So I don't know how it works. I don't know why it works that way, but if we are going 5 days from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I guess fucking the Sunday would be, when I would actually consider myself good to go. But even now, bro, like I still got like phlegm and shit. I still don't have, like, I feel like I'm like about like 81% of like where I used to be. It's crazy because I didn't think I would be getting the fucking COVID again, bro. I didn't think this was possible. I thought it would be good. I just had some fucking amazing chicken tacos and cheeses, so I'm sorry if I'm burping and making noises and shit, because fucking I had a beautiful breakfast. I didn't think it was possible to get the COVID again. I really thought it was gonna be something like, once you got it, it's a done deal. But all these fucking companies and these vaccine mandates are making this shit mutate at a faster rate. So literally, I don't know if the COVID was the OG. Like, I didn't get the OG variant, but when Delta was running around, I got the Delta. I easily could have avoided it, but I was around my father the first time, and I didn't really know how. I didn't really fully understand what it fucking took to get sick. So when my dad was sick, I was literally watching like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and all these other fucking dumbass movies with my pop, because I don't really have time like with my father, and I always want to have more time with my pop. So basically, the first time my pop got sick, I was right there with him. I was wearing a mask, but a mask don't mean shit once you're fucking, within 6 feet and you're with them 24/7. Like, you're guaranteed to get sick like that. So if anyone who's fucking wondering, oh, you can't get sick, you will, like, for sure, because I think my pop, he was sick like maybe that whole week. Like, if it was like, let's say a Monday through fucking Sunday or whatever like that. I got sick that Wednesday, but I went to go get tested, I think, that Friday. And I know this because the 27th, I dropped the Veni Vidi Vici, the compilation tape with me and Chava Styles. That day was the 27th of July, and I tested Friday, and it said I had been sick since the 27th, which is fucking crazy to me how they know when you actually got sick. But then again, maybe they're just guessing, because if I had tested positive, what is it? If I had tested positive, the fucking, what is it? Now I'm blanking out. If I tested positive Friday and they go 2 days back, that is Wednesday. And they did the same thing this year. I tested positive on Tuesday, and they said I'd been, Tuesday I think was the, they do go back 2 days, because Tuesday was the 20th, but I said I had symptoms since the 18th. And then like the questionnaire or whatever, this isn't the test. This is like, okay, so now I'm convoluting shit, but on a questionnaire, it said when I got my first symptoms was the 18th. So they considered me having it since the 16th, because they went back 2 days. This shit is so confusing. I just confused myself, fucking even like remembering this shit. But I don't know. I guess whenever they consider you sick or when you test positive, they go 2 days prior. Because the first time I got tested on the 29th, it took me back to the 27th. This time, when I got my first symptoms, they took me back 2 days. So, fun facts, this isn't a fucking COVID fucking, but this is good to know, because if you don't know shit or you haven't got it, or you just dodging the shit out here, then it's good to know, because this is shit that I would have loved to know, because I would have been staying away from fucking dickheads who don't know how to fucking stay home. We'll get to that in a little bit. But the first time I got sick was because I was with my father. I didn't really understand how the shit worked. I got sick like a motherfucker. I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but I thought I was going to die. I literally thought, I was like literally thinking of writing a will and all this shit. I was in this same room, bro. Just fucking. I recently bought a GameCube like earlier that year, so I was just playing. I remember I beat fucking what's that game called? Medal of Honor European Assault. I was playing all the games and shit like that, and so it was a fucking party for me. You know what I mean? I was just chilling. Besides the fact that I thought I was gonna die, like there was 3 days where it was like I was going in and out of fevers, like high fevers, like 100, 101, 102. And finally, I forgot, I want to say I was going in and out of fevers. And then my mom was finally like, okay, we got to take you to the hospital now. Like, we'll see what they want to do. I was at the hospital from 8 p.m. to like 4 in the morning. And I told my pop, I was like, let's go, man. I'm done with this shit. Like, there's no way. Like, how the fuck did they have me out there in a fucking tent like a dumbass, just waiting there and fucking waiting there and waiting there? I said, bro, if I had fucking died, what was the prognosis of that? Like, there was like, I couldn't even fathom, because we're in Ontario, bro. People don't get shot and shit like that. And I think I even argued with one of the doctors or nurses, like, bro, how come nobody's fucking see me yet? It's probably like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'm like, bruh, you guys have to see me now. There's nobody that's coming in a fucking urgent care. I've been outside for hours already, and we're not in Compton. Nobody's coming in with fucking blown off legs or fucking, heart attacks or nothing like that. We live like in, literally, there should be nobody in the fucking hospital for urgent care. Literally nobody except like the elderly, right? And I was so pissed that nobody would fucking see me. And I told my dad, I was like, you know what, just take me home, man. I was like, I can't fucking do this shit anymore. And finally, like, when we got home, I think like the sun was coming up or some shit like that. Like the sun was barely peeking over the shit. I said, wow, I really have been at the hospital since the sun came down and the sun came up. I said, you know what? I feel like fuck Kaiser, bro. I literally was like, wanted to sue these motherfuckers and shit like that. Like it really pissed me off. Around 6 in the morning, the fucking, my phone started ringing like, oh, the doctors are here to see you now. Let's see me for what, bro? Y'all fucking dropped the ball already. So you're gonna have me from fucking for 10 hours out there? That was y'all plan to just have me waiting out there 10 hours? The COVID shit is real quick, dog. If you know what the fuck is fucking happening and shit, just tell me what to do, okay? Just, you don't have to see me, just be like, you know what, we can't see you, but go get these pills, go do this, go. Real simple. You don't have to make a big fucking appointment. You know, I know most of the doctors there aren't doing shit. It's like 4 fucking doctors that are really holding it fucking down. All the rest of you dickheads are on Twitter, are talking to each other. Oh, did you hear about David? You know what I mean? I seen it for fucking firsthand what goes on in the hospital. Don't tell me you don't got enough people to do this shit. It's just y'all ain't qualified, or that ain't your job description, so you don't want to see nobody. You can't see nobody. Fuck you. Go home, clock out. You don't deserve no paper. Because there's really motherfuckers like me at the fucking time who really needed to see somebody. And had somebody just told me, you know what? It ain't that bad. Just go to the store, get this, get that, just lay down, put a hot towel over your head or whatever the fuck. I would have been good. But the fact that y'all had to make me wait there for fucking thinking I was gonna wait there 10 hours, y'all fucking high. Y'all are faded if you fucking think I'm gonna wait for a fucking, I don't know what is going through my body. I don't know if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna pass out, I'm not for fucking, what's that shit when you go in a shock and shit like that? Like, nah, bro, what kind of bullshit is that with a hospital? They just have you like a fucking tonto homeless motherfucker outside like a fiend or something like that. I was literally the only one there. Nobody was coming in urgent care. I'm like, this is literally the biggest bullshit I've ever had in my fucking life. So I just go home 6 a.m, my phone rings. I'm like, fuck Kaiser, fuck them, fuck this whole company, fuck the shareholders, fuck the CEO, the board of directors, the managers, all them Levi's, because they could suck 9 dicks in a row, boot cake style. And, you know, that's how I really felt. So the first time around was really bad, really dramatic. I know I kind of made this shit whole like a show and shit like that, which I kind of didn't really, I didn't really think I was going to do. But I mean, it just, I haven't really thought about it, you know what I mean? But going back to it, I was like, bro, I could have really, I felt like I was going to die. And had somebody just been like, yo, just chill the fuck out. You're good, bro. Like, you don't got this, and that. You don't got pneumonia. You don't have a history of respiratory fucking illnesses and none of like that. You're good. Had somebody just told me that, I would have been like, you know what? Why the fuck have I been here for like fucking 8 hours, bro? I literally been here through somebody's fucking second shift or graveyard or whatever it is. Just waiting on a fucking prognosis or whatever. I could have just went home and, you know, at the time there wasn't really too much information out there, but now that they have like a better idea, like now I know what to do. And especially the second time, so this is the second time I got it, right? It wasn't as bad. It wasn't even half as bad. I mean, there were nights that and I still kind of have it now where I cough and shit. I don't know where that comes from. Earlier in the sickness, like in the prime of it, I was coughing and like my throat, like I had an irritable throat and I couldn't really breathe. I was really congested. So really it was all like in my nose, and I was just really, really congested is really what it was. But it wasn't nothing bad. Like, it wasn't nothing serious like the first time. The first time I was going in and out of high fevers. I was getting like cold sweats. I had a like heavy phlegm. And it was fucking really bad. You know what I mean? This time around, I survived just on honey, tea, you know, Mucinex, some Mexican pills. Shout out to Mexico, man. The real fucking Mexican pills. They're not FDA approved. They just got the real shit that, you know, you can fucking survive off of. And I was chilling, bro. How I got it was I performed Southside Story at the open mic at Firewater for Noah James. Shout out Noah James. A Sincere wasn't there. It was his birthday. He was somewhere else. So we had some other hosts. I forgot their names. Cam Gnarly was there, though. So shout out to him. Then we had Teresa on the boards. And then the homie JMKM, he was, I think he's like the engineer / producer or whatever. He's doing the engineering shit. So right when I get in to do the open mic shit, he's like, yo, what's up, bro? He's like, I wanted to talk to you. You know, you're the first one here, and you know, I really want to salute you and shit like that. You're always the first one here. And I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. And then like the whole, you know, the conversation really goes from like he's giving me props to like, he's like, yo, like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from here, bro, because I get that a lot. Like, you know, like people want to know where you're from. You know what I mean? You're a rapper, whatever. Like people want to know. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm from Ontario, bro. Like, because if I tell you, you know, I was born in Bellflower, raised in Baldwin Park, El Monte, West Covina, Chino, and then fucking, you know, I moved over here, got kicked out of school and all. I don't want to give people my whole fucking run story, so I just tell people I'm from Ontario. That's where I stay. That's what I'm representing, and that's what the fuck it does. So he's like, yeah, you're from here, you're from California. Why do you sound like you're from New York? Like nobody ever told you you sound like you're from New York. And I got this a lot, especially with women. I don't know what it is about women. Women are just like really, I don't know if women are fucking like, I don't know, just more perceptive. But you know, like I know some girls, they told me, you know, why do you sound like you're from New York? Why do you sound like you're from like the tri-state or something like that? And I'm like, I really don't know. When I was younger, definitely like in high school, I would be like, I don't know, like I really didn't have an answer for it. But now I'm just like, I don't know, maybe it's the chameleon effect, you know what I mean? Where you just kind of like emulate shit that you think is cool or something like that. That's what I chalk it up to, because nobody around me sounds like that. Like I even have homies, and I told this to the homie too. Like I have homies who be like, what? Like they make fun of me, like the way I talk about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, what the fuck, dog? Like or like, you know, like I have homies who they make fun of my accent, and that's fine because whatever, you know, it's cool. I'm used to people, you know, bagging on me or something like that. And so the homie, he's like giving me, he's like real in detective mode. He's asking 21 questions like he's 50 Cent featuring Nate Dogg. Wait, is Nate Dogg on 21 Questions? Is he? I think he is, right? Girl, and she either love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? Can I meet you on the bus? I'll ask 21 questions, and they all about us. Yeah, that is 21 Questions. I had to sing the whole thing for me to remember, but yeah, but this the homie is just like asking me this and that, and then finally, like a good journalist, a question interviewer and shit, he gave me, you know, he starts off real like he giving me the flowers, and then like, so the hardball question. So finally the cherry on the cake was like I don't know if you say nigga in your raps, but like you shouldn't say it. And he's telling me his opinion about, you know, how fucking Latinos shouldn't say nigga and this and that. And I told him, you know, like it's really where you grew up. I have uncles who say nigga. I say nigga from time to time. I try not to. You know what I mean? I really try to put like a limitation on it, you know, because it's the same thing with any other kind of derogatory word, like fool, dog, nigga, you know, whatever. It just you sound lame. Hey fool, fucking, hey this fool, fucking fool, fucking fool, like, you know, or you know what I mean? It just gets redundant to say a fucking word that you could stop saying that and get to what the fuck you're trying to say. My voice is all fucked up right now, dog. Like that. You see what I mean? So he's giving me this whole thing why Latinos shouldn't say nigga and shit like that. And I feel like that's some old man shit. You know, it was really no Mexicans will really say that. See, and this is a debate. Should I just say nigga or should I say the N-word? Because I grew up saying it. So I feel like if I say, you shouldn't say the N-word or try to like put a limitation on that. I feel like I'm not keeping it real with myself because that's how the fuck I grew up. And that's kind of like my whole argument with it is because I'm not gonna fake like I don't say it. I say it, bro. I just got the fucking balls to say it at times, but I don't go overboard with it. I know it's a respect thing. I know black people, they don't like it, da 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 da. I got black people in my family. I don't really give a fuck about that aspect of it. I understand. I get the historical context. I respect it. But as somebody who embodies and represents the Chicano culture, it's part of our culture, bro. So I'd be a fool. I'd be a fucking a liar if I just said, oh, we don't say that word. That's not our word, because it is now. It got assimilated into our culture, just like the whole Chicano culture got fused with the black culture. Within that, we borrowed elements from each other's cultures, you know what I mean? Like the Lolos, you know, the bandanas, the whole gangbang shit. A lot of the street culture bled into each other. That's how we even started saying the lingo. That's how the lingo got fused, you know, and that's why you have Chicanos in black gangs or African Americans and Chicano gangs, you know. That I won't get into, but it's just there wouldn't be that unless there was a respect there of each other and a connection, you know. And with these connections, you know, you obviously borrow certain things, you know. The Spanish gave Jamaicans empanadas. Jamaicans took the empanada and made the beef patties. It's the same way. You know, the Spanish gave the Africans Christianity, and then the Africans gave the Spanish Santeria. So it's kind of, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't say the word because it's like, oh, I'm going to say nigga because I said nigga, and nigga, I'ma say it. You know, I'm not trying to be on that. I feel even kind of foolish for even saying that right now. But my point is since we're already connected and that's how the fuck I grew up, why even try to front like if that's not a part of my life? Because it was, and it'll, like my uncles were just saying it. I had just seen them because, so this is like 2 days after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody, and shit like that. I didn't make a Christmas episode, so fuck it. You know what I mean? But they were just saying it, and you know, and it made me realize like this is part of the culture, bruh. And for people to try to ban the word, like this is what I really think it is. I think people just want to hate on each other for whatever reason. People want to divide each other and conquer. People want to divide and conquer like that. Oh, we don't say that word, you can't say that word, or fucking whatever it is, right? Because I just think it's something to divide each other on. Like, oh, I don't even want to bring this up, but you know, someone has a problem with me saying, so we dropped Sonia, right? Me and NC, shout out everybody who hasn't heard Sonia. Go listen to that. It's been out already by the time you watch this on my YouTube page. I don't know if NC posted it, but I told him to post it and I shot him the video, so he should already. But somebody has a problem with me saying nigga on the album. Okay, I said nigga 3 times on the album. The album is 47 minutes long. I probably spit like fucking around 500 bars or something like that. Maybe even more. Maybe, I don't know. I don't count the bars like that. I just go in, right? If you can't fucking overlook the fact I say nigga 3 times in the like, if nigga's the only thing, oh, like this fool said nigga, he's still saying nigga, and you bitch about that instead of listening to the album, really picking up what I'm talking about. That's like bullshit, because that's really the average listener doesn't give a fuck. I mean, that's funny because me and Fossil were just talking about this, that the average listener is a fucking idiot for sure. I'm not trying to shit on the casual fans and shit like that. I'm just saying the average listener is just skimming through music. They don't want to pick up references, messages, themes, because Sonia is really, if you listen to it from top to bottom, you're not going to get everything in the first listen for sure. You have to listen to it at least 9 times. I made the album over 7 months and I wanted it to be perfect, like fucking like tactless, if that's even how you fucking put the word in to describe it. But me and Foster were talking about, people, the average listener is like a fucking, like, you're not even listening, you hear what you want to hear, and then you get whatever you want to get out of it, instead of even trying to go further, take the extra step to even understand the album. The album is fucking deep. It might not be, To Pimp a Butterfly deep. The album might not be a Pulitzer Prize winner. I hope it goes on to be studied like Nas and shit. But really what I was trying to do was embody being like a 9-to-5 worker, but being like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the street. It's not from a personal experience, but it's like I try to envelop this character in the dangers of being in the street life while trying to be on the straight and narrow. And it's not like a story, like it doesn't have a, the fucking, the chapter 1 and then the end, this fool dies or anything like that. It's more so like a collection of stories that happen in the hood. I'm not from the hood. I wasn't really raised in the hood, but I was around the hood at times, and that's kind of like where I get my whole writing style from, is just being outside and actually looking around my surroundings. And that's how it really affected my life, you know what I mean? I've been through shit that is unique, and I feel like that's what's missing about people. People are just not unique. They want to be like the same. Everyone wants to be somebody else. Nobody wants to be themselves. And that's always been my whole shit. I could give a fuck how I look to people. I don't give a fuck how I sound to people. I don't give a fuck about people, to be honest with you, bro. I just really do my own thing. I don't care. I'm in my own lane. I don't care who doesn't like what I do or who does like I could care if somebody's like, yo, you need to do more. Like, I like your shit. Can you do more of this? I'd be like, yeah, I probably could. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to do what I want to do at the end of it all, point blank period, because I'm not here to live for you. I'm here to live for me and what I want to do, and period, point blank, So go stream Sonia out now, the fucking whole album is fire, I gotta listen to it from top to bottom and shit. I was bumping it yesterday on this new JBL speaker I got. Look at that, bruh. I got the logo, my logo branded in your skin. Look at that shit, bruh. That's so hard. La Merca Superior worldwide. You're gonna see it on speakers, buses, laptops. I want to get some La Merca Superior stickers, man. I'm not even lying. I want to see who could connect me, bro. Who could really connect me with some decals or whatever the fuck it is. I know there's people out there, but they be wanting to tax the shit out of you. You know what I mean? I'm not really down with that. I'm not gonna pay $5 for a sticker. You know what I mean? Cause I'd want to do like bulk. You know what I mean? Like 100 pieces, some shit like that. So La Merca Superior worldwide, bro. So now, I've been just recovering and I'm cool. But, okay, so I went through a whole fucking roller coaster. So while I'm talking to the homie, I noticed, and I didn't notice this till later, but he had been like coughing periodically, like maybe every 5 minutes while I was talking to him. And once I looked at my phone, I'm like, man, I've been talking to this fool for like 20 minutes, like I think like half an hour straight. And I'm like, man, what if this fool's sick? So I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, that's what's up. Cool, whatever. I went, took a piss. And I did my set. I performed Southside Story. I killed that shit. And as I was leaving, I noticed the homie I'd been talking to, he had a mask on. I said, if this motherfucker gets me sick, that's it. The next day, bro, I felt weird. Like, when your body just feels weird and shit? Like I feel like my body's fighting something, And then Sunday, I felt all congested and shit. And I said, I was like, I think I'm sick. And I think it was either that day or Monday, the day after, I took a COVID test and I was negative. So I was like, whoo, you know? But then Tuesday, I couldn't talk. Like I just sounded, looking at one of my lives, that was when I was like sick, like prime sick. On you, if you look at one of my lives, I think it's called Rise and Grind. I'm talking like if I'm going through puberty or something like that, and that's because I was all congested in my nose and I couldn't even talk. So, what the fuck was my whole point? I already blanked out of this shit. Oh, so then I took the COVID. I took a real COVID test, not a home test. I went, got tested, and it came out positive. I missed the whole week of work, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to get my money. But they fed everybody every day. Like, I think, like, the first day they fed everybody tacos. Then the next day they had In-N-Out. Then the next day they brought sandwiches. I said, wow, bro. Out of all the time I could have been sick is when they go all out and they feed everybody. I was like, wow, that's bullshit. But, I mean, whatever. What are you going to do, right? I was fucking sick. So, and the last thing I want to do is kind of like eat and just be working. Like, that's lame. Like, I really hate working full. That's one of the things I hate doing. Even though most of the time I am just kind of standing around waiting for work. That's not the point. You know what I mean? I don't like working on a full stomach, especially after I eat. And see, even now, like, my whole shit is like, You guys are real lucky that Big Serbs is a trooper, man, because my fucking throat is all fucked up. I'm going to make some tea when I'm done with this shit. God damn. So it was Christmas. I had bought myself, obviously, the speaker. I don't know why it took me this long, but I finally got me a Montana Gold, man. I've been wanting 400 milliliters, bro. Sweet Dreams. I don't know if you can see it. Bow, Sweet Dreams. But yeah, I made that canvas over there in the blue and purple. And I don't think I'd ever seen one of these Sharpie paint markers before, but I got this one. And I'm really trying to get back into the art. I'm really trying to get like more focused into like my artistic expression, bro, especially with the art. Like I want to buy tarps, stencils and shit like that, more canvases. Because the music, I don't want to do music all the time. Like I just have a real creative expressive like personality that needs to get out, and it doesn't all just get out with music, you know what I mean? I'm trying to create multiple outlets to just get it all out, because fucking I should be going through shit, man. And the more I can express that, creatively, diversely, will be better for me. So like I'm trying to learn how to like sample on my machine. I've had my machine now for like 6 years, bro, and I don't know how to use it. It's fucking wild. Like I'm so glad I never sold it. There was a time where I was thinking about selling it just so like, had I sold it, I would have just bought a bunch of weed and shit like that. And I'm so glad I didn't sell it. Because it was always like, I got it so I could make more money, not to fucking sell it. You know what I mean? If I wanted to buy it and just sell it, I would have, so. I wanna learn how to sample on the machine. I want to get paintings done. I actually want to start selling paintings too. So, maybe I'll think of some ideas, bust some paintings out, and then we'll see how people take it and if people want to buy them. So there's that. I bought some shoes. What else did I buy? I bought some shoes. I bought the speaker. Bought some slides. I think that's pretty much it. I bought my mom like some chocolates, my dad some chocolates and shit like that. So it was cool, man. I didn't this was the first year I actually went out and bought shit for my parents and stuff like that, which is kind of like shameful to say, but like this is the first Christmas I actually held a job. Like I've worked, but I couldn't hold a job. But for whatever reason, it was either seasonal or they fired me or some bullshit like that. So this year I wanted to make a point to give something. So I bought my grandma something. You know, I love my grandma. She raised me and shit like that. What is it? My parents. I got Mufasa a gift. I was trying to give it to him, but he worked the next. He works like first shift, like early in the morning, so I couldn't go see him. He probably was asleep or going to sleep. So I'll have his gift for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Should I show y'all the shoes? Hold on. Fuck it. This is a podcast first. So I didn't even know. And Felix, you better fucking sponsor me since I'm fucking putting y'all out there. But these are hard right here. The way these shit slide out like that. And then look at these. Oh shit. Fucking scared my dog over there. Bro, these were supposed to be my work shoes. These are hard, bro. There's no way in hell I'm gonna fucking use these as work shoes, you know what I mean? These are too fresh. So fresh is so clean, you know? So that was my Christmas pretty much. There was a whole bunch of shit I wanted to talk about, but maybe we will put this as like some sort of Christmas episode. I don't know. While I went over to my uncle's house. He got a new house in Fontana. I don't know how long he had been there for already. How long he's been there for already, but this was my first time being at my uncle's house. I think he's had it for like 2 years now, or something like that. I don't be coming around my family often because we're not close like that, you know. So whenever I go see my family, it's not something that I look forward to, you know what I mean? Not like in a harsh way. It's just like when it comes to my family, we've had a lot of disagreements, discrepancies. Not with all of them, but like a few of my family members and shit. So, and I'm not really close with none of them. So it's like for what, you know what I mean? There's kind of been things that went on between me and my family members that I really won't get into. So I just chose to stay away, you know what I mean? I really see shit for what it is, not for what I want it to be. And I just live in that reality, you know? Even while I was at my uncle's house and shit, I was just sitting around like what the fuck? Like, why am I even here, you know, at points, you know? But I was talking to some of my family members and it was cool. The thing that really made it worthwhile kicking at my uncle's house was my Tío Angel and... I call him my Tío, but he's really not my Tío. He's not even related to me. He's just a family friend. But Nono came through. And I don't know if I've spoken about them, but... well, obviously my Tío Angel, but Nono and my Tío Angel, they would always be kicking... Well, my Tío Angel lived... with my tia Pati, rest in peace, in Pomona, and I think that's where he's staying now. He goes from Long Beach to does he stay in Long Beach or Venice Beach? Whatever. He lives close by the fucking beach is what it is. And he goes back and forth from Pomona to Venice Beach now. I didn't know that. And so I see Nono. I hadn't seen Nono since like 2015, so like 7 years, and it was so crazy because Nono and my Tío Angel were the first. Oh no, actually 2016. They were the first to like actually encourage me to like go hard. Like I remember I was working with this one rapper and like we had a falling out, and I told Nono, you know what I mean? Fucking, you know, I was working with this dude and he don't want to work with me and all that shit. And he was listening to my music. He was like, man, fuck that fool, dog. Like this, he's like, your music. He's like, you don't need nobody, bro. Like you really don't need nobody to do anything musically with your shit. And that really put a battery in my back. You know, they were like always there supporting. And Nono is like he's like so old to me now. I'm like, damn, like time flies, you know what I mean? So while we were bumping, I had my uncle's little, he had like this is the Charge 4. I this is like a fucking. I'm not sponsored by JBL or Feliz, but y'all better cut the fucking check. I'm fucking mentioning you on the podcast. But my uncle had the Flip. He had the Flip 4. It's just a little tinier one, and we were. I was showing them Sonia because I had dropped it that day. It was Christmas, and Nono was blown away. He couldn't believe, like, yo, this is you? Like, this ain't you? Like, what? He was really surprised that I was making the music like that. So, my Tío Angel, he was just, like, zoned out, like, just listening to my music. I showed him the track we made for Jaime Sunshine. Me and Mufasa did, and my uncle, he, like, really dig that. You know, he was really fucking with that. Then, as I'm playing the music, so they had like giant speakers and no one was playing music. That's why I even had the Flip 4 in the first place. They start playing like some fucking country music. I'm like, wow, is that like my fucking cue to turn my music off? I said, like, this is why I don't be around my family, bro. Because as soon as I try to even like represent what I do or even try to include my expression, like, it's a problem or they don't like it, you know what I mean? So that's just one of the small reasons why I don't be around my family like at all. But they, as long as Nono and Tío Angel, I hadn't seen them in a while and they were fucking with it, I really dig that, you know what I mean? It made the visit that much more worthwhile. I saw my grandma, gave her a kiss, told her I loved her forever. I gave her her present. You know, I see my sister there, and she was going hard with the drinking, and I was telling her, you know, chill the fuck out. And she's like, if you're trying to make a scene, I'll make a scene or something like that. And it's like, chill out, B. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that serious. I told her, I'm like, are you driving? Because you drank a lot. I was like, I hope you're spending the night. She's like, I live 10 minutes away. I just dropped it. I was like, okay, like, you know, whatever. There's a bird on my car, like on the antenna of my car, like sitting there. That shit is hard as hell. I wish I could snap a picture of that or something. That's dope as hell. He looks like a fucking, what's the shits? What's the things that hang off of the ships? You know, like in Assassin's Creed, they'd be like the mermaids sticking out with the titties and shit like that. That's hard. But yeah, Christmas was cool, man. You know, one or two or maybe three at the max years of it. 3 times a visit a year with my family and shit. It's cool. Anything more than that, it'd kind of be redundant. You know what I mean? I got things I need to do. Everyone got lives that they need to work on and shit like that. So, you know, it is what it is. And then my parents, they went to Mexicali. They want to go celebrate Christmas with my grandma and shit. I wish I could have went, but I just didn't want to get my grandma sick. You know what I mean? So I just stayed. I was like, fuck it. I also wanted to take care of Presley because they were gone the whole weekend. Like, I wouldn't have left the dog here, you know, and I wouldn't have depended on anybody else to take care of my dog. It's my fucking... He's like my fucking son. He's like my child, you know what I mean? He's the best fucking gift that God's ever blessed me with, you know what I mean? So, in the end, it kind of all worked out this year. You know, I'd seen my grandma, you know, we did a podcast episode, and that's what I always wanted to do. I do want to see my Tia Mago over there. So, I do want to go visit my grandma at some point. Just when the circumstances are better aligned with the schedules and everything. And when they came back, my parents, you know, we had our own little Christmas, you know, the opening of the gifts and all that good shit. And it was cool, bro. You know, it was really, you know, this Christmas was really fun. I think last year it was kind of boring. Just my tia came over and it was just like a really, like, I didn't go to my grandma's at all. I didn't see any of my family members last year. So this year was really cool. I was with them. And we were frying empanadas and we had tamales. As a matter of fact, I'll probably get some of those tamales when I get off of this shit. I've been eating a lot. I gained like 6 pounds within like a few days of the holidays. I said, man, I gotta chill the fuck out, bro. I'm trying to lose weight, not gain the shit back. You know what I mean? So I'm really thinking about getting like a whole like workout and diet regimen. Trying to just like, I want to lose at least like another 20 pounds for sure. Because then that'll put me like at 100 pounds lost. Now I've lost, with gaining 6 pounds, now I'm at 70 pounds down. So now I gotta drop a whole 30, you know what I mean, from now, just to even break 100 pounds even. But still, 70 pounds down is still a lot of weight, I just want to hit that 100. My dad, I think he only lost like 90 or something like that. He didn't even get to 100. So I want to lose 100 pounds. Bless you. My fucking dog just sneezed and shit. But I want to lose 100 pounds for sure. And just to say I did it, you know what I mean? And I want to look fly. I want to look skinny. I want to wear Hermes and shit like that and fucking Versace, I don't know. But yeah, the holidays was cool, man. If I could leave anybody with like some advice, I would just say just do what you feel is right. Just because they're family doesn't mean, that it's all good in the hood. But then again, you know what I mean? Don't be one of those people that's like, fuck Christmas. Christmas is lame. Like, fucking, if you have family, you're lucky because fucking I've been on the streets since 7 or whatever the fuck. Like, just do what feels good in your heart. Don't force yourself to do anything you don't want to do. Just follow your heart and enjoy the holidays, man, because they only come around once a year, and once it's gone, it's gone. Like, I'm like, fuck, man, Christmas is gone. No one really gives a fuck about New Year's. New Year's is really just an excuse. The next time we could really all get together as a family, at least my family, we don't really get together around until like Easter, which isn't until like March or April, whatever the fuck, right? So just take time out to reflect on the new year, what you want to do, my goals. I do want to drop a new beat tape before the year's over. That'll put me at 9 albums dropped in the year, the special number 9. And, we're going to keep it going, man. I wish everybody peace and blessings, you know what I mean? This is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.